Hey guys, welcome to the 2022 season for Sherpa Motorsports. We're currently prepping the car for King of the Hammers. Super pumped for that. We have a lot of new parts coming with new sponsors. We have replacement parts from old sponsors, just some general maintenance to do, cleaning up some stuff. We're adding a lot of exciting parts, so we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we're super pumped for the 2022 season and King of the Hammers as a whole. Notably, one of the first things you'll probably notice is we have the engine out. That is because we are installing new headers. So the engine had to come out because we have a lot of cage work and stuff in the way. I think normally you can install these Doug Thorley headers in the truck, but I don't know how people do it because even just doing it off the truck, we're fighting clearance with wrenches and stuff. But it gave us access to our engine cage, so we've done a lot of reinforcing in there. We've cleaned up some stuff that we didn't get welded very nice the first time because we were fighting clearance with the motor. We've reinforced our front bumper some more. We've clearanced this some more, capped our front bumper. And then we're doing some electrical work, some work on the steering rack to clearance our steering shaft more. And really for the front end, I think that's most of what's going on. We're rebuilding our CV axles and doing some suspension work, but mostly generic stuff there. And then we also reinforced our front clip some more, so there's been a lot more material welded into this because this whole thing has been slowly just drooping and falling off. With that, we're also doing solid body mounts finally, so that's really exciting. And then inside the car we have some fun stuff going on. We have new PRP seats from Yoda Mafia. Super pumped on these. These are a little bit more of an aggressive seat than what we used to have, so they'll hold us in a little bit better. I've done a dead pedal, a custom new brake pedal, which is just kind of a driver preference thing. The dead pedal's nice because it gives you something to brace off of when driving. And then we're also working on doing a custom dash, which is a pretty big project, and so far we've only laid some cardboard, but we'll break ground on that here hopefully pretty soon. Replacing the factory shifter because we broke ours. The gates in there are just plastic, and I think we've busted some of the plastic pieces. So we did some stuff in the back area too. We took out our original storage box that we used to have. It was really heavy, it rattled, and overall it just didn't work that great. It was a fun project though. So we're putting a Roam case on the passenger side that's going to house tools and all that stuff, and then we are mounting a Pro Eagle jack up against our firewall here. We also have done some paint work, making everything look nice. You might notice that we used to have a silver roll cage, and now it is black. We painted it with black steelite, which will be awesome. We've cleaned up some wiring, cleaned up some fuel lines, and then we've done a lot of work in the back. So fuel cell's out right now. We're doing some work on the fuel lines, probably clean out our fuel filter and just make sure all that's running smooth for this season. But we built this whole new rear bumper cage tie-in spare tire holder. We're no longer running our spare inside the hatch. We also cut our hatch, so this had to come in to kind of protect the tire, give us something to strap to, and it also will help if we get nerfed from behind. It's not gonna be hitting our hatch, which could cause the hatch getting stuck, which would make it hard for us to get our spare tire out. So that'll be sweet. Did some body work on these to cap them, and we have to do some straps to just hold this down. But yeah, cruising right along.
Engine for a little bit here.
Set on the side.
That's fine. That's pretty good.
Okay.
We go
Come
down?
Yeah, a little bit.
Up and down.
I'm not hitting anything. So now we're at the next tight point, which is the valve covers, and they're through. We're looking at engine mounts. They're back. We have to come back about 6 inches. Oh, how do we do that? Is there any way we can set it down, unchain it, and pick it back up?
I think we're pretty much there.
You need to pick it back up?
Well, to like reset
it.
We can go to the side, I think. There it is. All right.
You have to do one.
That is the rule.
I said you have to do one because you don't.
You got like 7.
Watch for 10 hours as we put our motor back in.
So, we've nearly got the motor back in. Buttoning it up, we've got pretty much all the wiring done. Radiator, everything. Filling in coolant, and we found it just kept leaking out. Look, and there's a hole in the side of the radiator where a mount used to be. As Alex was taking this radiator out, pull the engine, he has to cut the lower mount off to basically clear the engine cage. Turns out, went a little far maybe, and can see straight into the radiator now. So we gotta fix that, and then hopefully this thing will start right up and we're gonna hear those Doug Thorley's roar. So we pulled the doors off. We're working on the interior here, designing our dash right now. We 3D scanned the whole interior today, so now we're basically taking it into CAD, working with it, hopefully getting a pretty clean dash out of it. But taking the doors off, definitely the move. We get a ton of access, and we should have done this weeks ago. Fuel cell is pretty much back in as well. We also went ahead and installed all of our fuel shutoffs for our send, return, and vent line. That's basically the one thing that we were missing last year at Tech, the one thing that they didn't like, but got those installed now. We have to build them out for them. But otherwise, this is back in, gotta touch the neck again, but otherwise, this should be ready to go, and hopefully everything went fine as we had it out.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no audio. That kind of spooked me, just pulling it and being like, oh, I see this guy right here. Yeah.
Cameron came through.
No, I can't.
As Alex resumes his normal position on top of the motor.
Well, what I'm thinking is that we can make a little wire.
There's a bolt right here.
I know, I can't get any of those bolts to work. Like this one?
That?
Oh, maybe that.
Oh, she's close.
Gosh, that sounds good.
Race car. So we need that box.
That's
so the
important.
immobilizer is doing things.
And the O2s are working. Oh! Holy fuck, it sounds good.
It's loud.
Another 2 inches before our other shock pulls in. We're pulling the force lift. I was pulling
show. What are you doing?
Hey, look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach, niggas gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that shit, I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot shit when they really more like ass crack? Quarter on me like a referee, niggas hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorty shaped like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lame with, but you a broke ass, low class, no cash, certified lame, nigga. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought to.
What are we doing, Cameron?
Oh, just loading a broken piece of garbage onto the trailer.
Oh yeah, let's race her.
They rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't shit you could tell us, we great, nigga.